Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel and another Wildcard Wednesday. In this Wildcard Wednesday we are going to talk all about being bloated, and I'm going to give you 5 tips what you can do when you have been binge eating and the day after you feel completely bloated. So here you will get some tips and tricks of what you can do to reduce the bloatiness a little bit. So tip number 1. Start the day after being binge eating with a glass of hot water and freshly squeezed lemon. I find that this is really good for my digestion and it really starts my stomach. And I feel like when I start the day with hot water with freshly squeezed lemon, it's like cleaning out some of the bloatiness. I don't know if it's placebo, but I really get the feeling that it's doing something. Tip number 2 is intermittent fasting the day after you have been binge eating. If you have been eating a lot of food and you feel completely bloated, I promise you that you don't need to eat breakfast the first thing in the morning. So I am doing intermittent fasting on a regular basis, but if you do not do intermittent fasting, I suggest you to do it at least the day after you have been binge eating, because it's going to reduce the bloatiness and your body is actually going to take energy from the sources from the day before when you have been eating too much food and causing the bloatiness. So I would say skip breakfast and maybe push to lunch until maybe 2 o'clock, depending on when you're waking up in the morning, and do intermittent fasting at least the day after you have been binge eating. Tip number 3, drink a lot of water and skip everything that has the name soda or bubbles or anything with bubbles or sugar or anything in it. And if you feel a little bit dehydrated, sometimes I feel like I have a hangover if I have had sugar or bad food, then you can drink coconut water, like plain coconut water without any added sugar, because you have a lot of electrolytes in there which gonna make you feel much better. So refill your body with water and maybe coconut water. Tip number 4. Go for a walk or do some type of activity before you have your first meal, because this is really gonna start everything in your stomach, like start the digestion. And if you feel bloated and swollen and like your stomach is working slow after the day when you have been binge eating, activity is going to be the key to make things like moving in your body and to flush it out. So do a power walk or a workout, and do it before you have your lunch. So in the morning or like right before lunch. And tip number 5, which is the last tip. Fill your body with good nutrition the day after and eat light. And with light, I mean load up with the veggies, because you're gonna need the fibers and all the nutrition in the veggies to really get your digestive system going. So a lot of veggies, and when I mean eating light, I mean don't go on heavy food like burgers or something like heavy meat the day after when you feel bloated. Go for the little more lighter kind of food that are a little bit easier on your stomach. And I would also say stay out of dairy if you feel really bloated, because that can tend up to add up to the bloatiness, even if you're not lactose intolerant. Fish, for example, would be the perfect option. Go easy on the fat sources. Load up with avocado and olive oil and those kind of sources, but stay out of dairy. So these are my 5 tips for how you can reduce bloatiness after being binge eating. I hope you guys liked this Wildcard Wednesday video, and if you did, please give it a little thumbs up. And if you haven't already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel so you can be part of my YouTube family here. I'm uploading a Wildcard Wednesday every single Wednesday, as you can hear from the name. So I hope I see you guys in my next video. Bye!